It's Hollie'S Hotspurs back with another one. Chatting all things Tottenham, we're second to none. Special guests every time, if it's win, lose or draw. The passion is high like Harry Kane when he scores. Or when Lloris makes a world-class save. We got Højbjerg running the mid every game. Settle down, stick around, share your thoughts with the panel. And make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Coys.
Hello, yes, ladies and gents. It's very strange to be live on a Monday night without other guests with me, but I thought it's been a long time since I've done a Hollie'S Hot Takes. And when I do my live kind of shows on Hollie'S Hotspurs Live, I don't really interact with you guys as much as I want to. So that's why I thought it was a perfect time, amidst all the chaos that's happening at the moment at Tottenham, to just have me and get you guys to ask me our questions. It's also timed very well, considering that in about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, we will have the FA Cup live draw to see who we face next in that round of the FA Cup. So yeah, here we are. What a Monday it has been. First of all, obviously, little talk about Preston. We did manage to get the job done. We didn't manage to do it in the first half, but the second half, we did all right. We decided to come out of the blocks and turn up, as we always do with second half Tottenham. It was great to see Sonny obviously get on the score sheet. We've wanted a bit of confidence for him. Yes, okay, he's playing Preston. He should be scoring against the likes of Preston, but you can only face who you're up against. So it was good to see him obviously get his 2 goals, and Dan Jimmy, that I'm now calling him rather than Danjuma, as we all know I'm awful at pronunciations. Dan Jimmy also managed to get on the score sheet, which is good fun, but he's the only real signing we can actually talk about because like always, Tottenham always do things the hard way, as we're learning about Pedro Porro, which never should have been the hard way. Welcome to everybody that's joining. Obviously, you if you're new to a Hollie'S Hot Takes show, it's literally just me. Ask me questions, I'll go for it. I don't know how hectic it's going to be, but obviously if you fizz in a super chat, you'll definitely get your question answered. Not that I'm not going to ignore people that don't, but I'm just saying if you do, if it's hectic, it's probably the best way to get your question across. We've got some people in here already. Dan actually gave me the idea and said, well, the FA Cup's on. Let's do a draw special. Why not? That will be kicking off, I think, in about 10 to 15 minutes on BBC One. Lynch is in here. Hello. Welcome. I was just kind of going over the Preston game and the fact that we managed to get the job done. It did take us the second half to do so. I'm just happy that Sonny's managed to get on the score sheet. His confidence and word of good, as we all know, is kind of lacking in the Prem at the minute. But let's get into what we're all really here for, and that is the fact that it's Monday. We all thought that Pedro Porro would be done by now, and it's still not done. What's your fave Spurs shirt of all time, Hollie? Let me out. That is such a tough question. I don't even have the one I really like up at the minute. It's currently hanging out on the line, drying. But it's my 97 shirt. It's the white one. So that it's the birth year of me. So I kind of like that one. But if I had to choose one I watched growing up, it would have to be the HP one behind me. This one, which I actually think has Ericsson 22 on the back. Hello. Welcome, Connections Words. Do you think we'll get Porro? I thought it was done and dusted, but with Spurs, you never know. I mean, this has just come out from Fabrizio I think it was about a couple of minutes before I went live. And he said that the meeting is still ongoing. It's been ongoing for the whole of bloody January, people. Surprise. It's still going on. And we're trying to resolve the issue. Apparently, we tried to evade the whole buyout clause thing. So that's why we've taken so long to sign him. And now Sporting have gone, actually, no, we're not going to agree with that verbal agreement. We want a few more extra pennies. I don't really know who's to blame. Personally, I think it's Levy has a blame again, to say the least. They said he's not going to cough up the extra, I think it's about €2 million or something stupid like that. But then I also am a bit pissed at Sporting because this verbal agreement was made. And now we've got how long left to the end of the transfer window? Not long. And we still haven't really got to this being done, so to speak. Also the fact that there was loads of rumours coming out that he's actually stayed there and he's trained today. Apparently Fabrizio's coming out and saying that's not true. He hasn't trained and he wants to join Tottenham. There's a lot going on. Only Fabrizio commentating on Spurs would be able to Spursy it up, shall we say. Out of all the people to say it's a done deal, Tottenham have to be the one that Spursy it up for him. Hello, Darren. Welcome. Hello. You have joined the Hollie'S Hot Takes tonight. I thought I need to interact with you guys a little bit more, you people that come into the stream week in, week out. It'd be quite nice to chat to you one-on-one rather than having a Hollie'S Hotspurs live. But don't worry, Hollie'S Hotspurs live will be back next week when hopefully we'll be at City. But at the moment, obviously, we've got this massive thing going on with transfers. Obviously, this has come out maybe like 8 minutes ago, I think. I think it was posted at 52, so a bit over 10 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago. So yeah, I don't think anybody's still really in the know. I did enjoy this earlier. If I remove this, I did enjoy this earlier that I saw. I think I retweeted it as well, to be fair. Let me just get it up. It did make me giggle. And that was the fact that Spurs fans have set up a GoFundMe to get Pedro Porro's admin fees across the line, which I must say, I can't stand Tottenham. I think I even tweeted, honestly, I can't stand this club, but I love the fans. I lost for words. It's literally like what, 2.6 million euros to get the admin fees done. And we're haggling. Never change, Spurs, never change. Yeah, it's just very infuriating, to say the least, that we still haven't got this deal over the line. I can't believe we haven't got a left centre back in this window. We're desperate for one. Unacceptable. To be honest, I just wanted a centre back as well. And I know lots of people say, "Oh, it's hard to do all this business in the January," but it never would have got this bad if we didn't leave it all to the last minute. Again, we've said on countless streams, we always leave it too late to get new players in. We're never proactive about anything, and I will be extremely pissed off if Pedro Porro doesn't go through. And it might as well call it a charity events. Oh dear, it's hard to get a good centre back in Jan. Oh, brilliant, Tiba. Thank you for that. No, I agree. It is hard. I'm not discounting that, but we've needed a new centre back for ages. Let's be real. Like, Romero's probably the only good one. Yes, Dyer is good on his day, but he's not consistent, shall we say. And we need someone better, especially if we want to be pushing for that big club title, because we're nowhere near it at the moment. What a bad day for Spurs fans. And on top of it, imagine we get United or City away. Yep. Imagine if we get that in the FA Cup. I think we are maybe about 10 minutes away, just under 10 minutes away for that FA Cup, which I will be, I've got it on the screen to the left of me. So I will be keeping you guys up to date with what happens. But yeah, you have a great day over the weekend. We obviously beat Preston. You're feeling happy. Sonny's got 2 on the score sheet, and then this happens this morning. It's just, I mean, they pissed me off at 9 o'clock this morning. I mean, what else could you ask for? Toby Romero phone. Oh, Tipa, don't get me started, mate. That's the thing, though. We never replace Jan or Toby. Never, ever. And we're always doing this. We're always players behind every single time. We sell play. I don't think we've ever replaced Walker or Trips, to be honest. The same on the other side. We never, I mean, when Rose was in his prime, we haven't even, what's the word? Found a replacement for Rose. That's where we're at the moment. Hey, Bobby. How are you, my friend? I'm just very depressed at the moment. I just hope this deal goes through, because it's winding me up the wall. We all thought this was done on Saturday and we could breathe easy. Oh, little did we know. But yes, we're still sat here pulling our hair out that Pedro Porro still has not gone through. I've seen some very extravagant, yes, believable conspiracies today that Daniel Levy has done this on purpose to swoop in and save the day. I think that's very far-fetched. I mean, if it's not, I hand it to him for the, what's the word? The cunning idea he's had of putting all this together just so he can swoop in to save the day. To be honest, I'd quite frankly him just cough up the money and say, thank you very much, Daniel Levy, for actually paying the money for once, rather than causing this much stress. That would be lovely. We still have not replaced it. Oh, Darren, the list will go on forever for who we have not replaced. Only could happen to Spurs that we screw up. I was literally saying this, Chris. Literally just saying this. Only us could bugger it up. Levy must be pulling his hair out. Like, no, I think it's a cunning idea from him, Darren. To look like the nice guy so the crowd stop. I mean, it sounds a little far-fetched, but when you put it like that, to stop him being the villain, being the hero, I've seen crazier things happen, Tipa. I don't want to be one to start the rumour, but it could be a thing. That's all I'm saying. It could be a thing. I would not put it past him to think of a cunning plan like that. So, yeah. It's very interesting, to say the least. What do you guys make of it? I mean, we've all kind of wanted Pedro to come through at the start of January, and we're still here on the 30th of January without him in the Real Deal T-shirt. So He is searching for the left of his hair. Maybe that's the reason it's taking so long. He needs to find it before he shakes Pedro Porro's hand. I don't know. I'm really lost for words. I'm just happy Danjuma's worked. I know lots of people are saying, "Oh, we don't really need someone like Danjuma." Personally, the fact that you got a goal, I'm quite happy. I know it's against Preston, but still, to get it on your debut is the business. And I think that obviously we're not seeing Lucas anymore. Yes, he's been injured for ages. He did play in the under-21s, I believe, the other day. But if he is set to leave in the summer, obviously it's quite nice to embed a player right now, right here. So I'm quite happy about that. Again, we still haven't fixed our main issues. I know, was it Iggy said earlier about the left centre-back position. Just a centre-back in general would be lovely, even if they can't use their left foot. We need someone else in there as well. And obviously, you look at obviously Perisic and the likes of Davies down there. I love Perisic to bits, but even he's been a bit hit and miss at the moment. Obviously, right wing backs never been a joy of mine. And it was mad to think that Emerson in the game before Preston, which runs away with me at the moment, I can't think what the game was. He actually looked all right. I was actually very miffed. I thought he's definitely eating his Weetabix tonight. But again, we know he's not good enough. So I thought Pedro Porro is going to be the guy that comes in and starts. And obviously, there's been lots of talk about whether you start him straight away. I'm obviously thinking positively that he will sign with Spurs at the end of tonight. But you've got to start him in against City. None of this, let's wait, let's embed him in. I'm not having Emerson Royale play against City. Was Fulham. Thank you, Teepa. Thank you. I do so many shows, I forget what day of the week it is half the time. Same as you, Holly. Wondering if the whole thing was a smokescreen from the beginning. What a joke. I honestly, I'm not kidding you. I'm not going to put money on it because although I think Daniel Levy is very vindictive, would he be that clever to be like, I'm going to prolong this for as long as possible. I'm going to look like the deal's fallen through and then I'm going to swoop in and save the day. Because at the moment, he is the villain. He's like the Joker. Actually, maybe that's probably a bit too nice to him. But anyway, yes, it's it's not great, to be honest with you. But yeah, if we do get Pedro Porro, he has to start against City. I can't be asked for this embedding players in. They just need to start. And hopefully that is the case because I'm hoping that Pedro Porro is a Conte signing because I don't want the same to happen with what happened with Spence because we're still waiting for him to start or play a game. We've only seen little cameos of him, which isn't great. But yes, I think when I read the FA Cup draw starts at 15:15. So we've got about what's the time? We've got about 2 minutes. This is where BBC mug me off, and that isn't the case. No, he thinks he's clever. No one will have him for what he has put us through. Agreed. I've probably turned grey more times. 2 mins. Yeah, when I read online, Dan, it said that it was between 15:15 and 20:00. So we'll see if that's correct. Hey, I'll actually wait. That says the schedule. Well, it says EastEnders is on at past, so it's got to be before then, surely. It said it was in between, like in the middle of the one show. But no, me, that's probably not right. What channel is the FA Cup draw on? La 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 la. Takes place 7 p.m. Blah 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 blah. This is really helpful. It's not really helpful. Are you joking, Has? Oh, for fuck's sake! I've signed in to my. It is the one show. Okay, right. I'm not a Chikaro's biggest fan, but games like City is useful because of his defensive abilities. True, not his going forward. It just started on YouTube. Oh, Teepa, you've come in with the goods, man. BBC One show. I am watching the BBC One show. They're talking to some, I don't know her name. He's some famous actor as well. I just don't like looking at Jermaine Genius, to be honest. Okay, I am right. Or you can watch it on YouTube. Very nice. Porro will definitely get done. The scenes at the lane will be toxic for Leffy if he doesn't get it happen. Agreed. That's why I think he's like trying to be the hero right now. There will be loads of cobblers before they get going, I guess. Oh, hello, Torstein. Hello. We're doing Hollie's Hotspurs. Hollie's Hottakes. So used to saying that. How are you? Here we go. Oh, it's starting, ladies and gents. It's starting. We're in. I just don't want to play City again because that'd be the 4th time we've got to play City. I'm not about it. 3 times is too many. I don't want to play them again. I get bored. But yes, what other dealings have we had? Oh, I've seen that there is rumours that we're signing Southampton's forward. I don't know how true that is. We're just hearing that Spence has chosen to join Stade Rennes on loan. That's probably another rumour. What's this? Oh, that was an hour ago. I'm not reading that. But yeah, there's lots of news. Brian Hill has also landed in Seville. What's everybody's thoughts on Brian Hill going? Oh, it's Alex Scott. Brian Hill going to Seville. I don't like Jermaine Genius, man. I can't stand him when he commentates. I want Wrexham. You reckon? I don't want Wrexham after the way they played. Has something Spursy will happen there? No. I'm good, mate. Good. Glad to hear it. Better we play City at home than at Wembley in the final. That's also true. Joining Rodon, lol. He's got some sort of Spurs connections. Obviously, they didn't meet at Spurs, but you know what I mean. So we have to let in 31 goals this season, and we buy a weirdo striker. Now, Alan, I'm calling Danjuma because we all know how I'm bad with pronunciations, but I was impressed by Danjuma. I think the reasonings for getting him was because Lucas is pretty much off in the summer, and it'd be quite good to bed him in now than it would do come the summer. But obviously, I think it's a loan, isn't it, for Danjuma? But yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. If Pedro Podro doesn't go through, I can't even comprehend it. It drives me a bit potty. Like, we've still got holes that we need to fix. We haven't really fixed any of them. So yeah, it's a vibe. But we have some waffling going on in the FA Cup. What's name? Actually, you're right. Jermaine Genius is pulling the balls out, isn't he? I really can't stand him as a commentator. But yeah, what's everybody's thoughts on Brian Hill going to or did I say Seville? What's everybody's thoughts? I think it'd do him good. There was rumours coming out that he wasn't happy at Spurs at the moment, that he was missing home. I think the deal has something to do with it's just a loan, as in there's no option to buy. So he'll still be a Spurs player. So I think if it's to get his confidence back, to get him back home, just to be a bit happier, come the summer, maybe he'll settle a bit more, be a little bit older. I know 6 months isn't a lot of time to grow, but I think as a footballer, it's quite quick. So hopefully he matures a bit and then comes back. Needed to stay in England. Tipa, I would agree in a sense for his development. He would have been better to stay here, but obviously with lots of talk about mental health and thing, I think if he really is homesick, maybe it is best for him to go home just for a little bit. I'm bored of hearing Porro's name. Just get it done. There's also drama with Spurs. Always the way. Spurs will never change. Who is the worst, Jermaine Genius or Dion Dublin as commentary? It's a bit the geezer who was doing the commentary for the Wrexham game drives me up the wall. He doesn't do any commentating about anything. He doesn't tell me who's on the ball. He just tells me some boring fact. Good for him, but surely English club would have helped more. I think for his development, Dan, I think, yeah, definitely for his development as a footballer. But I think going home if he's homesick, I wouldn't say no if that was the case. We've got to remember he's still very young. I feel bad for Brian. Hasn't had a good run of games for us. Shambles, we signed him for that price and we're loaning him back. Yeah, agreed. Brian Hill needs to go to the same gym as Kevin Keegan went to. He bulked up so much, became a fantastic player. Oh, there's definitely a player in there. There's no argument about it. I just think if he's homesick, just send him home and bring him back in the summer because there's no option to buy. Right, Spurs are number 1 in the ball pit, ladies and gents. I beg we get Southampton because I hate Southampton. That's a lie. I don't want Southampton. To be honest, I don't really know who I want. I don't want Wrexham because something Spursy will happen. Oh, number 2, Southampton. Southampton's first. Watched it be number 1. Oh, number 6, Luton or Grimsby. Oh, honestly, Dan, your seat is right next to the away fans. So yeah, that was interesting. But no, thank you. I appreciated it. Ollie. Hello. How are you, Ross? Ross was on the show last week. He is a channel member. So if you would like to come onto the show, please become a channel member and I shall get you on. Leicester City versus Blackburn or Birmingham. Oh my God, I called it. What did you call what? No way. We're losing. We're actually losing. What's this? We're losing. We are losing it all. Why am I this far behind? I'm still on Stoke City and Brighton. Oh my god. Wrexham away as well. We're gonna die. We are actually gonna die. That's all your fault. That is your fault. It's away. Oh my god. I want Sheffield to win now. Actually, I'll tell you something really funny. So on holiday this year, we went to where did I go? Went to Greece and we met these two lovely ladies and they were from Wrexham. And I was messaging her last night and I was like, I just pray. This is when they were winning. I was just pray we don't get you next round. So actually I take it back. I probably manifested it as well. Oh man. Oh my god. I do like Wrexham, but I don't like them because the way they played again. Oh my god, it's gonna happen. You know when everybody says, "Oh, we've got an easy route to the final this year," they decide to put a bump in the road. I shouldn't be scared about Wrexham, but I am. We're losing. The fact it's away. Oh, we're losing it all. I'm telling you right now, we are losing it. I just know we're dunnied. We're dusted. We are dusted. I'm sorry. We aren't winning that. You do know this. We aren't winning it. It's not happening. We are done. Right, get Pedro Porro over the line so we can play against Wrexham, please. Get Pedro Porro done so we can play against Wrexham because we're going to get shafted. Tottenham. Why is it not finding me Tottenham? Have I been blocked by them or something? It'll be Sheffield United. I hope so. Because I really don't want to play them. My dad just said, look, where is it? Can you see it? I don't think you can. Oh, no, that's my overdraft. It says, we will get hammered. Thanks, Dad. One full of the optimism. Jermaine, you just put your mood down. Damn you, Jamie. I told you, man. Jermaine is an egg. Can't stand him. Well, that's great, isn't it? We're going to lose to Wrexham in the thingy. When does it get played anyway? Oh, great. I'm hating life right now. I'm telling you, my mood can only bloody improve if we now sign Pedro Porro. Like, it gets announced now. I can't believe it's away. I actually can't believe it's away. That's just horrendous. How are people buzzing with it? I'm stressed. They played that well against Wrexham. Against Sheffield. They'll screw us over in March sometime. Oh, okay, that's right then. We've got a bit of time to prepare myself to go out of another cup. Are you a fan of Ryan Reynolds' movie? Yes. I do like Ryan Wrexham. Ryan Wrexham? Ryan Reynolds. I do like Ryan Reynolds. At least he's not an egg like Levy. No, Ryan Reynolds is a geezer. I like Ryan Reynolds. I just don't want to play him, personally. Don't want to play him, especially that it's away. If it was at home, I'm feeling a little bit better. But the fact that it's away, not so great, if I'm going to be brutally honest. So what I've learned from tonight is we'll be out of another cup. If we play Sheffield, then I'm a bit more hopeful. Away fans max is 900 seats. Oh my god, really? Can they do a Portsmouth? Like when we offered them 10,000 seats, can they offer us lots of seats? Oh, that's gonna be brutal. That is. I'm just glad it's in March because it gives me a bit of time to prepare. But yes. Is there any more news on Pedro Porro, please? Somebody tell me there's good news because I don't have any good news. Oh, week commencing the 27th of February. Oh my god, that's not good. The famous actor Ryan Wrexham, son of I don't know why I said Ryan Wrexham. It sounds quite good to be fair. If we lose against Wrexham, we can concentrate on winning the Champions League. I don't know, I wish I had so much more optimism than you. But if we can't beat Wrexham, I don't think we're doing very well in the Champions League. Levitt, I saw that and I was like, no, this is what I'm saying, man. He's going to try and make out that he's some Batman or something. The deal's falling through. He swoops in, saves the day. Everybody loves him again. Tell you, man, that geezer's got a manipulative personality. I reckon he's thought of that all in his head. Have the faith we are Tottenham Hotspur, the club that does not let you down, lol. We need to change that sentence to never thingy for Bobby. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, back. I'll tell you, mate, that I would put that down, that he's done that, personally. It's going to be the big I am and save the whole day. Trying, not working. We are poo. But yes. Right, I've got some... And you know what I also hate doing? Is comparing other people's deals. Because I'm sat here like, all these people have signed these good people, and we've just sat here and got Dan Jimmy. And that's it. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad he scored his debut, but it hasn't sorted out our defensive issues, which are still a pain in the arse. Would you rather play Wrexham than no? I'm just saying, right? The way they played against Sheffield, remember they're a non-league side, yes, but I feel if you play them away from home, we saw what they did against Sheffield. And with Spurs and their nature of going to places and basically cocking them up, Wrexham was probably the one place that could probably happen. Sheffield, yes, it could still happen if it was a funny game, but I'm not prepared to play against Wrexham, regardless of what league they're in. When you've got team spirit behind you, and if they manage to beat Sheffield, who, don't forget, they're going to get promoted into the Premier League again. They could be a little bit of a yo-yo club, but still... doesn't give you much hope, to be honest. I'm not really looking forward to it. Stranger Things afoot, Hollie. Hot takes. What happened there? Hollie's Hot Takes. This is why Hollie's Hot Takes doesn't happen very often. Because I end up chatting a lot of crap. Whereas at least on Hollie's Hotspurs, like, things are a little bit scheduled and a little bit makes sense. I can't believe we're afraid of Wrexham and Sheffield United now. It's the way the world has gone, Darren. This is what happens when you're a Spurs fan. Yeah, Grimsby Colchester, we gave pedigree form at bombing out. Exactly. This is why Sheffield, I can still see an upset happening in Sheffield beating us, but Wrexham I'm actually more nervous for, because if that happens, that's it. Imagine if Liverpool have gone out, Arsenal have gone out. You think the road to the finals looking good, then we play against a team like Wrexham and it's a massive banana skin. That's how I see it going. So when the replay is, I hope Sheffield doing one. That's how I put it. At least it's not the multi-Colchester United, innit? Harry Winks finally places from Sampdoria 5 months after joining on loan. I know, I saw it, and I saw somebody made a compilation video of him as well. And I was actually surprised. I didn't have enough fingers to count how many times he passed the ball forward. So if he does come back to Spurs, at least he can pass the ball forward now. I would like nothing more to personally deal with Levy. I think we all like that, Rob, to be honest with you. And I'm telling you now, this is not some stunt from him, for this Pedro Porro deal to be going on for this long, for him to come in and swoop the day. I tell you what, I'll be a millionaire if I put a bet on it, because I think it's probably true. But it is driving me up the wall. Welcome to everybody that's joining. How are we all? We're currently contemplating the fact that we could be playing Wrexham in the next round of the FA Cup. Not going to lie to you, it's a massive banana skin. I'm very scared for it. Also going over the fact that I'm getting lots of grey hairs, having to put up with Pedro Porro. The fact that his name is engraved in my head as the signing that might not happen, even though we thought it was happening, it's not happening. It might still not happening, kind of deal. So that's a bit annoying. Also, the fact that we've got Dan Jimmy, but we've still got massive gaping holes in our defence. The fact that we have City next week. The only real positive I can take from the last couple of days is the fact that we beat Preston and we gave Harry Kane, some time off. So that's the only positive I can take from it. Winks is playing well for example. I know, it's a miracle. I might have to get the doll back out. The cushion may return to the show. But I don't know if he's ever going to relive up to his name. But yes, I do like all the jokes that people are putting on my timeline saying great draw for Arsenal. I don't think we can really laugh at them that much when we're at the top of the league, but we'll give it a good go. But yes, hopefully when you next see my face, whether it's a live or a pre-recorded video, Pedro Porro will finally be in a Spurs shirt. But don't hold your breath because you might die. Waiting, as we've waited currently 30 days for it to happen. We miss him. Maybe with Højbjerg with his silly passes at the moment, maybe. But yes, thank you to everybody that's tuned in for a Hollie'S Hot Takes tonight. Oh, Pedro Porro destined because of sorrow, so stay in the bed tomorrow. Oh my God, Tony. I need Forms to write a rap for it. That could be the next top charting song. Where's Forms when you need him, man? He can rap that. Is tomorrow deadline day? I don't know. To tell you the truth, this weekend is actually the first weekend I haven't been interested with Spurs. I've just kind of left it on the back burner, so I don't actually know. I'm assuming it is being the last day of the month, but it could also come slamming shut tonight at midnight. To be honest, I'm not actually sure. Someone please let me know. Deadline day. What's today? Monday. The window closes for the Premier League clubs at 11 p.m. GMT on Tuesday, the 31st. So yes, it's tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Like your banter, Holly. Thank you very much. Levy will beg still for Porro. I hope so. I hope he gets his pennies out, man. Shows him his wallet. Because there's moths in there at the moment. I just think it's insane that it's literally like, what, €2 million? I mean, I'm not defending Levy by any stretch of the means. It was a bit naughty from Sporting to say a verbal agreement's done to then be like, oh, actually, no, I want this, that, and this. But still, we should have just paid the amount they wanted in the first place and we wouldn't be in this scenario. But here we are. Yeah, tomorrow at 11 p.m. Yes, I did just ask the Googles. But thank you, Haz, for letting me know. Yeah, 11 p.m. tomorrow. So we have till then to get this deal over the line. Hello. Hi from Leicester. Hi, David. Welcome. Porro rhymes with sorrow. It does. Pedro Porro destined to cause us sorrows to stay in bed tomorrow. Wow. It's a good rhyme. It's a good rap. Not as good as Forms, but it's up there. So yeah, hopefully we next see my face on a video, which I must say thank you to everybody that has been supporting the channel at the moment. And there is 17 of you in here at the moment. If you are new, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all the good stuff. And if you would like to be on a Hollie'S Hotspurs live, I do a what's it called? Channel membership thingy, which is how Ross got onto the channel the other week. So if you do want to come on, do let me know and I can book you in. Sporting uses Spurs fans' pressure on Levy to leverage more money out of our club. Ooh, that could be true. Maybe I didn't think of it like that. I also think Levy's trying to be the hero. But anyway, I'm not tempting fate, but would it be funny if Conte is not the manager next season and the new manager, Dombele, Celso, Weeks, and Davison Sanchez Fen? I think I might just like, I don't know what I'd do actually, Darren, to be honest. That's probably a question I shouldn't really answer, what I'd do. I don't really want to see that. Holly, it's more to do with the fact it takes us 31 days to do one deal on a player we badly need. Doesn't matter the circumstances. Agreed, Has. We should have just coughed up the money, done with it, business, Bob's your uncle, move on. But no, we're on day 30 currently in the big Tottenham house. And we still have only made one signing. And that signing we don't necessarily need, but he has helped us, especially if, not Celso, if Hill is obviously on his way, which looks like it is. Hey, Holly, how are you? Hello, I am good, thank you, apart from stressing over Pedro Porro. Trust Jermaine Genius to draw us away. Told you, man. Don't trust him. Can't stand him. Take care, Holly. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in. I do think Daniel Levy's trying to be a hero. I reckon, man, this deal is falling through and he's swooping in to save the day. Watch ya. Watch me. Watch me. You would have to wonder why we had intermediaries working on Porro on our behalf and not Levy. If we couldn't get him done in 30 days, we won't get it done tomorrow. Not a hope of it. Jonah, mate. It's a sad vibe. Does Harry Kane know what's happening next year? That's why he wants to sign. And what could he know? Ooh, Dan. I don't know. I don't even want to think about next week, let alone Tottenham in the summer. Good to see you and you, my friend. Young Chelsea striker medical tour. I heard there's a Saints one as well. I could have made that up, to be fair. I heard that was it Fabrizio that said that we could be getting a what's it called? A Southampton geezer as well. Let me have a look. Let me get the big fab up. Where is he? Right. Yeah, I don't want to see Pedro Porro's face, man. He's driving me up the wall. Maybe I made this up. Sorry, everyone. Maybe I made this up. I bet I've all made you yawn now as well. I've definitely made this up. Daniel Levy reminds me Mr. Bean makes these worse when he's involved. Agreed. The man's an egg. I've already said this many times. Absolute spanner. I swear we were trying to get a Southampton player as well. Like a young boy. Oh, I can't believe people are excited about this draw. I'm stressing. It's going to be a banana skin, I'm telling you. Us a banana skin. If Pedro Porro is off, we end up with no one. I'd like to think we've got a backup plan. But I don't see it. If it's taken us 31 days to get this over the line, can you imagine what it's like if we've got a player in the wings waiting? I sadly don't see it. Fab 15 years ago said Renner's a cloning on Spence. It's for a loan, isn't it? Oh my God, can you imagine if Spence goes as well? We're actually in the mud. Alistair Gold just tweeted Spence to go on loan to Rennes and John Rodon. His medical is tomorrow. Well, we all know that Spence wasn't a Conte signing, so he wasn't really playing anyway, I guess, if that's the way we want to look at it positively. Why would we allow Spence to go alone? I know he doesn't play, but if Dossity or Raw get injured, it's a big risk. Levy's the type who would buy a car, pay 1 week €100 and the next cola bottles. You know what, Jonah? Maybe this is hope we needed. Maybe this is something we needed in the sense that if he goes and all, that must mean a right back's coming in, or is that just me being logical? And our club aren't logical. I don't know. 44 minutes to go. For it's still going for Porro. Yeah, I think he posted that just before I went live. I think it said something along the lines of he did not train today with Sporting, because obviously there was loads of rumours going around that he was training with them, but that is not the case. On loan until the end of the season. Lovely. That must mean someone's coming in, right? I hope. Levy will say, okay, we don't want to make a panic signing. We'll use the money in the summer. Same happened during this Bastoni signing. And I want to smash my head against the wall. Bellerin is looking likely to go to Sporting, so hopefully that Osila, who would thought an ex-Gooner could help us out, hey? I'm all for it if it's helping. I think at this moment, every Spurs fan is like, just do whatever to get this deal done. Because a deal like this should not take 30 days, 31 days at this rate, to get a player that we desperately need over the line. It rattles my brain. Honestly, drives me insane. I don't know if there's any more news. I literally don't understand the what's the word? The excitement of getting Wrexham. The stress, just no. Not feeling it. Stressing me out. Knowing our luck, our alternative signing will be another chicken royale. Oh, Darren, no, don't, please. Don't not wish it into existence. Don't speak it into existence. Sheffield United hold bad memories. We lost 6-0, and I said I would shave off my moustache for good if we list. But that season, we then lost 7-1 to Newcastle, so my lovely moustache went for good. Oh no. R.I.P. the moustache, David. Apparently, Arsenal have more money than us without Champions League football and the most expensive season ticket. You said we have the most expensive ticket, because that will be true. It's actually depressing how we are letting Spence go on loan, and that's him over Royale and Doherty. It baffles me, young Philly. It baffles me. But here we are. As we all know, Conte isn't going to play him because he's not a Conte signing. So is it best to loan him out, get him some play time, and earn us a bit of money? I guess so. Should it really be the right thing for us to do? Probably not. Neither player died nor club wanted option to buy Ali Gold. Lovely. Harry would, but he's watching something at the moment. I said that I would do it in the other room, but he said he wanted to watch his program. So you can message him. But yes, we have what's this? What happened to this Google deal as well? Oh, it fell through like everything. Yes, they are. Gil is going to Seville, I believe. There was rumours that he wanted to go home, that he was feeling homesick. So that's probably why the deal's gone through. But it's a loan with no option to buy on Hill. Spence, I think, is the same. I don't actually know, because I think it's only just really come to light that he's going on loan. So I don't know whether there's an option to buy, but I doubt it. But yes, Gil is going on loan with no option to buy, which I think for his football development probably isn't good if he wants to play the Prem, but his mental state, I guess, is good if he's homesick. Spence, he's never going to play for Spurs at the moment, is he, being a Conte player? So probably it is. Thank you. And Spence, yes, Spence is off. Both no option to buy, which is probably the best thing, because as we all know, Conte's probably not going to be here forever. So Spence is probably a good option for the future when someone comes in who wants to play Spence. Wrexham have just posted 3 players doing Sonny's goal celebration for a previous game. Exactly, I'm telling you, playing Wrexham in the next round of the FA Cup is not a good idea. I'm telling you, it's going to be a massive banana skin. Players are always homesick when they're sitting on the bench. Agreed, that's also a point. He's not getting much game time with us, which is a shame, because I think the cameos he has played in, he's done really well. So yeah, and I think it's probably a bit of both, in terms of Conte's probably not utilising him as much as probably Hill wanted to play. So maybe going home, getting minutes, playing in his own country, and then coming back in the summer might give him a bit of confidence to obviously stay with us, sort of thing. Daniel Levy is trying to Google it. Brilliant. We're away. We are away, young Philly. So not only are we going to play a team that, if they get through, beat Sheffield, who are in the Championship, who I must add are probably going to get promoted to the Premier League. Yes, they're a bit of a yo-yo club, but still. Doesn't fill me with much hope, which means they'll be riding high on adrenaline. And we're playing them away. Apparently only 900 fans can go as well, which isn't good on our part. So yeah, it's probably a tie. Although most are loving it and being like, this is a good tie, I really don't think it is. Not for the... Football's a funny old game, and with the psychological factors of them beating Sheffield, being in the National League, I'm really not up for it. There aren't many quality right wing backs available in the market. This is why we just need to pay the money and get Pedro Porro. Done. Business. Easy business. But we're still sat here. But I've been chatting now, a lot of waffle for 42 minutes, all by myself. As you can see, this is not a Hollie'S Hotspurs tonight. Hollie'S Hotspurs Live will return next Monday, where I'll be joined by 3 guests. So make sure you keep your eyes out for that. That'll be at 7 p.m. Hopefully, the next video you see of me, I will be discussing the fact that we finally got Pedro Porro over the line. The fact it's only taken 31 days to do so. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has tuned in tonight. Thank you, Andrew. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, but I think you have, so you don't miss a show. Waiting for Danjuma and Son combo to stick 7 past Wrexham. Young Philly, I hope that's the case, my friends. I'm just not feeling it. But no, thank you to everybody that's tuned in today. Like I say, Hollie'S Hotspurs Live is more of a show where I interact with my guests, but sometimes get your points across. But Hollie'S Hottakes is more of an interaction show with you guys, as you guys are the ones that support me week in, week out. So we'll try and do a few more of these in the upcoming weeks. I'm sorry, my friend. Make sure you subscribe, then you'll never miss it. Great stream, Hollie. Thank you very much. Thank you, Carl. As you can see, Carl is a what's name? I can't think of the word. A channel member, just like Ross as well. So thank you, Carl, again for your thingy. Yes, Carl. I think you are a what's it called? I forget what I call my channel members. I think you are the top dog in one of the channels. So I will message you, Carl. Send me a message on Twitter, and I will pencil you in for a date. Enjoyed that Good Cup special. Thank you, Dan. It was a good idea from you. I'm going to ignore you two. You can have Jay now to play Val. But yes, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. Hollie'S Hotspurs Live next Monday, 7 p.m. to discuss City. Hopefully we beat them, because I can't be asked to be depressed on another stream, especially if Pedro Porro doesn't go through. But yes, until next time, like I always say, although it might be quite hard sometimes because it's in depressing season at the moment, come on, you Spurs.